As a travel vlogger, one of the top perks of my job is the community that I get to build around my work and my travels. And as a result, I get a lot of invitations from people all around the world telling me to come over to their country or even stay with them in their house. So imagine my excitement when during my trip in Romania I got this email. I belong to the German minority among the Romanians, the Saxons. My aunt Edith is now in this village and would love to show you around. Last year, she walked by foot from Hamburg in Germany to this village in Romania and slept most of the nights in her tent. Something about this message struck me as really special, and my gut told me to go and see Edith, even though her village was not really on my way. So I scheduled in a call with Birgit and her aunt Edith, just to make sure that they were real people, you know, safety first. And then it was a date. Edith and I decided that we would meet in her village on my way out of the countryside in Transylvania. And little did I know about the incredibly special gift that Edith had prepared for me. Well, this is the story of that meeting. This here is Viscri, a small village where I spent a few days getting to know the area. This village has such a serene atmosphere. It's home to a small community of a few hundred people. And sure, it's a tight-knit kind of place, but there's something about it that makes it extra special.
It's amazing to just see horses roaming around the streets of this village. I mean, last night when I was coming back home from dinner, there was just a horse walking along the road, minding its own business. I tried to strike up a conversation, it just ran away from me. So before I came to Viscri, I asked Ursula, because she's hosting me, whether I need the keys to enter my accommodation. Ursula said, no, you don't need a key because we don't lock anything up in Viscri, not the houses and not the cars. So our tour around the village of Viscri continues, and where are we going now?
We are going to the village blacksmith.
Oh, there he is! I've actually never seen a blacksmith at work, so this is super exciting. Can you imagine doing a job, doing a craft for 5 generations? Imagine the knowledge and the level of skill and experience that is passed on if you're a 5th generation blacksmith or anything. Absolutely anything. I feel like that doesn't really happen very much in the world. Oh, cool! It has a V in
Viscri.
Viscri. That's nice. Mulțumesc. Wow! Look at this. What does this mean? Is this for good luck?
It is. The horseshoe is definitely the symbol of luck, but you need to hold it always upwards, like this.
Like this.
Never
not like this.
Don't pour out the luck. Keep it in the horseshoe.
So this nail and the horseshoe are part of one set to make sure that the horseshoe is always looking up.
Eventually, it was time to leave the comfort of this village behind and head into the unknown.
Right, I'm finally in my car and I'm driving across Transylvania to finally go and meet Edith in person. And I am super curious to see how that meeting goes and what she's like.
Well, if there is one thing that you can count on while driving around in Romania, it's that most of the traffic you're likely to encounter is going to be alive and kicking.
This is amazing. I think Romania is the only country in Europe where you would still find organic traffic like that. Here it is, Alcina. Alcin. This is the town I'll be staying in. You know, the funny thing is that as a tourist, you would never ever come to a village like this because it's completely ordinary. There's nothing to see here. So the fact that someone invited me here is really the only reason why I am here, and that's kind of special. It's a very unique experience if you think about it. It's a different kind of tourism. Alright, let's find our host.
So here I was, about to spend a couple of days in the home of a total stranger in a remote village in Transylvania. And little did I know about the very special gift that Edith was preparing to give me at the end of my stay.
Hi! Hi! Yes! Yes. All right. This is the way?
This is the way.
Edith is just showing me into my room in her beautiful traditional Saxon home. Oh my god, look at that. Wow! Oh my gosh! This is gorgeous. Wow.
Edith and I spent much of the day talking and getting to know each other. She really did walk 1,600 kilometers from northern Germany to central Romania at the age of 67. During the day, she would walk, and at night, she would either camp or stay with people she met. Edith said the thing that gave her a spring in her step was the positive energy that she would receive from strangers.
Edith here has cooked an amazing feast for me, all vegetarian, all tasty, all vegetables from her garden. I've just had such a wonderful welcome here. It feels like home.
Willst du Gottes Werke schauen? Komm ins Siebenbürgerland. Jedes Stückchen ist ein Kunstwerk aus des Schöpfers Meisterhand. Jedes Stückchen ist ein Kunstwerk aus des Schöpfers Meisterhand.
Edith is about to show us some of the traditional Saxon clothes, original things that come from her family. I'm so excited about this.
That's a traditional coat made here in the village in Alzen in 1940.
Wow.
That's the shirt, handmade.
Also for men?
Yes, for men. And this is the men's hat. My mother made it for my father, and he wore it as a groom. It was a tradition that the girls you wore it like this, you see? And my mother embroidered it. Everything made in the village.
It's so beautiful. And they're custom because it has your name on it and nobody else can wear it.
Yes, kind of a hat, but just like a cylinder. You must walk very upright.
You have to be super upright and
Yes.
super straight.
And dignified.
Dignified.
Yes, because the position, if you go like that, it looks important.
And what if it falls off? Is
It
that
never
really
happened.
Oh, never happened?
Never
But would that
happened.
be embarrassing for a girl?
Of course.
So this is the room that I'll be staying in tonight, and it's been so lovely today to learn a little bit more about Edith's family and her home and the village itself and the whole history and culture, but also just to kind of, I don't know. We're taught to be wary of strangers and not to accept strangers' invitations, but actually when traveling, this is kind of how you meet friends and how you get to have truly special experiences and learn about communities that you didn't know about, make friendships. I think this is probably one of the purest forms of travel. And on that note, I'm gonna switch off the camera for now and enjoy the rest of the day. And I'll see you tomorrow. The church bells are just striking 8 a.m. on a Sunday morning, and I've gone out for a run around the village, and I'm realizing that this village is really the kind of village that people just drive through. You don't stop here. There's nothing to see here in a traditional sense. In fact, the moment you step away from the main road, and I just did because I just reached the end of the village on my run, you kind of go into the secondary roads, which are just dirt tracks. Nothing is paved here. So really, this is the kind of village that you would never visit if you're just looking to tick off the top 10 sites in a country. No, this is the kind of village that you would only visit if someone invites you and you accept their invitation.
After breakfast, we decided to call up Edith's niece, Birgit, who was the person that brought us together in the first place. Her 2 sons were super excited to meet me since they all watch my vlogs together as a family. Oh, how are you?
Hello.
I'm here taking a walk with Edith around the village of Alcina. So Edith, has your family always lived here?
True.
How many generations is that?
Oh, the name Denker is documented from 1406, but not in our village. But it was one of the oldest names, German names in Transylvania. So maybe from 14 and something.
600 years though. Could be.
I don't know. It's not the oldest house in the Harbach Valley. And you can see it's built in 1508.
So Edith, at home you speak German. And it seems a lot of German speakers and German culture here in Transylvania. So what exactly is going on?
Well, this German culture here in Transylvania, I would say the Transylvanian Saxon culture is about 800 years old.
Wow.
People who afterwards were called Transylvanian Saxons came here in the 12th century, called by the then Hungarian king Géza II. He needed colonists because he needed defenders for the borders.
Just before I was due to say goodbye to Edith, she said she had a very special gift for me. And sure enough, I had never in my life received a gift like this before.
Whatever you can do or dream, you can repeat.
Whatever you can do or dream.
You can
You
dream,
can?
you can.
Oh.
Whatever you
What?
can do or dream, you can.
Whatever you can do or dream, you can.
No, you dream, you can. Whatever you
Whatever
can do
you can do
or dream, you
or
can.
dream, you can. Whatever you can do
Or dream, you can.
or dream, you can.
Begin it, just begin it.
Begin it, just begin it.
Whatever you can do or
dream, you can.
Begin
Begin
it,
it,
just begin it. Now the next two.
We're learning a song. I'm really bad at learning songs or memorizing things. So let's see how this goes.
Boldness has genius,
Boldness has genius,
power and magic in it.
power and magic in it.
Whatever you can do or dream, you can. Begin it, just begin it. Boldness has genius, power and magic in it. Boldness and boldness has genius, power and magic in it. That's it. Now once again, together, all together, then we are ready.
All right, I'm gonna put this camera here.
Whatever you can do or dream, you can. Begin it, just begin it. Boldness has genius, power and magic in it. That's my gift for you, because it suits your personality perfectly.
Thank you.
Finally, it was time to leave. I signed Edith's guest book, where she collected little messages from family and friends who visited her over the years, and that was it.
It's time to say goodbye, which is always really sad, and I don't like saying goodbye, but here's my car, so we better go. So,
Und schöne Grüße unbekannterweise.
Dankeschön.
Gerne.
Auf Wiedersehen, danke.
Mach es gut, bleib gesund.
Viel Grüße. Tschüss. Danke,
Gute.
danke, Rosi. Bye. Bye. Tschüss. Don't accept invitations from total strangers. If you do, if someone invites you, make sure that you have a chat with them up front, talk to them, get to know them a little bit, but don't shy away from people. Because you know what? The world belongs to the brave. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. I hope it inspired you to rekindle some human connections here and there, and I'll see you in the next vlog. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. See you in the next vlog. Bye. Mwah.